In this video, I'm demonstrating Duet, a system that enables novices to conduct pairwise comparisons. Imagine that your supervisor asks you to analyze a car dataset. There are some categorical attributes as well as numerical attributes in this dataset. To start, you want to know from what other cars the US cars are the most different. We can see that the US cars and the Japanese cars are highly different, and they're different in 6 attributes. The backside of a card shows a detailed list of the items on the front. By clicking on Japan, we can see the Japanese cars are different from US cars in miles per gallon and 5 other attributes. An explanation is shown by hovering over an underlined text or a small bar chart. I find the differences between US and Japanese cars interesting, so I click on Japan to save all of the 6 attributes. By clicking on the link between Japan and US, I can see what I've saved. Let me remove the card I've just created. I now want to compare US cars and European cars. They're similar in years, but are different in quite a number of attributes. I hover over the underlined text to see the explanation. You can click on any underlined text to store it on the right-hand graph if you find the information interesting. I find some of the similarities and differences interesting, and I want to save them, so I click on some of the attributes. I click on the link between US and Europe to see the similarities and differences about US and European cars that I've saved. You can also create your own group during your analysis. I'm interested in city cars. They're slow, or in other words, low horsepower, but are light. To create such a group, I first discretize weight. The number line shows the minimum and maximum weight, and the width of the blue shadow shows the distribution of cars on the number line. I label the cars with weight above a value as high, and the rest as low. I put weight equals low to the top shelf. Next, I label the cars with high horsepower as high and low horsepower as low. Horsepower equals low is placed onto the top shelf as well. The group with low horsepower and low weight is named as city cars. This group is similar to European cars in 6 attributes and US cars in 2 attributes. Let me flip to the back side to see what they are. City cars are similar to European cars in miles per gallon, cylinders, displacement, and horsepower. I find them interesting, so I save them. I also find that city cars are similar to US cars in acceleration and year. By clicking on a node in the graph, it becomes the focal node. The radial distance between the focal node and the other nodes represents the similarity. City cars are similar to European cars and Japanese cars, but are highly different from US cars. I also want to compare city cars with all the other cars, and we can see that there are 195 of them. The 2 groups are similar in year, but are different in 6 attributes. I save the different attributes to the graph. From the graph, note city cars are highly similar to US cars. There are some other functionalities which are supported by the system. You can focus your analysis on a subset of attributes by dragging the attributes onto the attribute shelf. City cars and everything else are different in all of the selected attributes. You can change the second column of the table by clicking on an attribute. And you can also sort the second column of the table.